I do. It's more neon. It's more than even the rendering of that. It's more neon.
Goober, Goober, Goober.
Hey guys.
You're gonna rock.
Hello, one.
Hello, everyone.
Goober, come set up already. Oh, really? Goober, get up here already.
Whatever. I gotta follow you. I gotta follow ninjas.
You're a piece of cake. No. Yours is awesome. It's Goober. Just your monitors, that'll be the view that these guys see. Might have not. As long as you don't walk directly in front of the speakers. Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah.
He's also gonna have stuff on the screens.
Yeah,
This is your.
pretty much. You get this thing going.
yeah.
55 minutes.
Pretty much.
Ooh, power. Power that's been invested. That's in me.
All right.
No. This is my kind of now. Oh.
And I will use this power device. Yeah, the title. So he'll make
Ninja's still behind you.
I'll give him an intro and. This is being recorded. So it'll eventually appear on the TFL YouTube. All right.
Did you make that?
Yes. No, you didn't. All right, so we are ready to begin our next panel. It's traveling as a Transformers fan, brought to us by our very own Goober. Big round of applause. Take it away, my friend.
Wow, thank you, bro. Oh my goodness, okay, this is really exciting. Thank you everyone for coming. This is going to be fun. I've been waiting a long time to be able to share some stuff from traveling as a Transformers fan, as the title suggests. And yeah, some fun. So basically, let's get right into it. First of all, we're going to talk about pizza. Pizza, everyone's favorite food. You know you want it. I know you want it. I know I want it. So, let's get serious about pizza. There's only been a few times pizza has been, the power of pizza has been challenged. UYGLZ challenged the power of pizza.
Start the show.
Anyway, so there have been, and pizza has also been appearing in Transformers for a long time. There's Lock Pizza, there's that Stranger Things pizza. Epilogue concluded. So, traveling as a Transformers fan. Hi, I'm Uber. I kind of like Transformers. It's one of my things. Yeah, sometimes. I don't like it that much. So I like Transformers. I've traveled, as I've traveled the world, because I enjoy doing that, I've taken my hobby along with me and wanted to incorporate that in my travels. This is what I do. This is, I've done a lot of TFCon stuff. I've done a lot of buying and selling at TFCon. This is me when I sold a bunch of stuff at TFCon in an attempt to make money to fund more travel. So that happened, and I kind of like started a lot of traveling just by doing that, by just gathering a lot of funds, partially by selling Transformers I was okay with letting go. And things continued, and I somehow ended up in Japan recently. And that was crazy. So I'll be going into that. And I'll go into like things I did all around the world when I traveled in regards to Transformers. I was surprised to find out how much Transformers stuff there was in other parts of the world, as far as things like discovering new toys everywhere in many unexpected places, in unexpected parts of the world where I didn't even think I could find anything Transformers related. Lots of knockoffs and stuff. Talking about cons, exhibits, and shrines around the world that had Transformers type material and other kinds of like related pop culture, like things we know from Japan, like Kamen Rider, Ultraman, Godzilla, lots of tie-ins to anything robot related, Transformers robots and stuff. And also making friends with other fans of Transformers all around the world. I had the pleasure of meeting all kinds of awesome people around the world in our fandom. And I'm like, oh my god, we're everywhere. We're like a virus, slowly infecting. So we're doing a good job, Canada. Be proud of your infectious nature. So, let's continue that. So basically, some of the stuff that I started doing in traveling, me being in Toronto here, TFCon was part of my traveling, because I'm from Winnipeg. So I even include this as a traveling experience within the realm of Transformers, and some cool stuff I've been able to, I got to meet the Cybertronic Springs before they were Cybertronic Springs. This is like years and years ago, before they became a thing. They were hanging out to it was amazing. I got to meet the loves of my life, Crasher and Black Arachnia, this amazing experiences. I got to also be involved in cons in Winnipeg. This is a buddy from Winnipeg who runs EnterCon, which we are also helping out with this year. So other cons around Canada, I got to be a part of. I got to go to TFCon LA and get a bunch of cool swag there. I got to just, stuff like this. Got to be involved in epic battles, epic proportions. This is a very old school photo with it's kind of like how the Slurpee run began. It's kind of like this is a deep cut photo of the kind of the beginnings of the Slurpee run way back in the day. I think some people can appreciate that and maybe remember this era. Anyway, I'm kind of just going through. I forgot to mention that list I gave of the 1, 2, 3 game. Yeah, wait. I'm going to do this. I'm going to present these in reverse order. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Forgot to mention that. So, we're working on making friends around the world from this hobby. So I'm describing now that I've been making friends around the world through my love for Transformers, starting with Canada. So making friends with people. What a Toys R Us with crazy people like this. Look at this guy. This guy's insane. So I love this guy. So I just found like this guy. I just met him. I was like, dude, you're Transformers. It's like, ah! So I was like, yeah, let's go to Toys R Us. So him and this crazy guy. All these crazy guys that just went to Toys R Us and all over parts of Canada went to TFCon and in TFCon. I've had such a wonderful experience meeting not only Transformers fans like myself, but meeting some of the best people ever. Just such a wonderful experience being at TFCon, meeting some of the best people that I've ever met in my entire life. And it continues and goes on and on and on and on. And that is something I'm incredibly proud of and thankful for. And of course, props out to Brycey. So yeah, so that is my experience with making friends in Canada at TFCon. Also, I've been able to meet really amazing hardcore fans in the hobby here, like Protoman, who has his own amazing collection and has a healthy hot rod obsession.
It's not that healthy.
It's fine. You said it. He said it. And also, if anyone remembers, knows Stormy, well, she just hasn't been around recently, but she wanted me to let anyone who knows Stormy, she misses everybody. She regrets not being able to hear this, and she misses everyone. I had the pleasure of visiting her in Ottawa a couple years ago, and she showed me her pony collection, My Little Pony and Princess collection. So, we got a lot of bronies. There's a connection between ponies and Transformers, ponies and robots. So, yeah, so she has an amazing pony collection, as you can see. So, that was an Ontarian. So, and this dude is a Transformers collector from Singapore who I met recently online, and he helped me find a lot of cool connective tissue in my explorings in Japan when I was looking for places to toy hunt there. He's from Singapore. He does this all the time. He's got an amazing Transformers collection out there, and so yeah, he's an awesome guy. He also has a wicked Instagram channel which I'd like to plug, so I'll do that later. And that's his collection. This dude is a Transformers fan from Mexico. I met him years and years ago. We spent a lot of time talking about Transformers together. I asked him if he could showcase his stuff. So this is, and he's also a really amazing guy. Look at that enthusiasm. So he has an amazing collection and lives in Mexico. So it's just awesome that I feel so lucky that I've been able to connect with other Transformers fans in so many parts of the world. This is him dressed up in his Star Wars gear. He's not only a Transformers fan, he's a fan of many things, including Star Wars. So he also runs this, he helps to run this, like, Star Saber Academy, or sorry, not Star Saber, wow, Lightsaber Academy in Cancun, Mexico. So that's awesome. So yeah, it's just really cool to know that there's, like, people like us. It's so cool, and to connect with that. Next, okay, now I'm going to go on cons, exhibits, and shrines that I've been able to discover in these random parts of planet Earth to now bring to you images that you've never seen before for the first time in human history. I'm sending you images of cons of Japan. The elusive, cute dancing girls from random animes in Japan.
I know.
There's me trying to do a wooden gang sign in front of like this mecha guy, so you caught being caught in a very awkward moment there, but still, it's cool mecha robots. There's me with Ultraman.
What?
Yeah, man, just hanging out
Who
with
told
Ultraman.
him?
It's Japan. You can just hang out with Ultraman in Japan. It's freaking awesome. Also, at this comment of that, this specific con, you're seeing these photos from this room. It's actually, I think it was called Anime Japan. It was this massive convention in just outside Tokyo. This was also, actually, I should mention, this is footage from 2012, so it's a while ago now. What the? What's that mean? Oh, shoot, sorry. Yeah, 2012 or 13. At this con, they also have some karaoke. They have this massive karaoke where, guys, this is just some dude and just singing theme songs from his favorite anime, and the crowd, you can see that everyone's super into it. It's not like, I know that we used to have karaoke at the bar here, and it was pretty lively, but over there, dude, people were just like, freaking like, wow, wow, it's like insane, and like there's all the light bars there. I think the light bars that Lori had them yesterday, this is on the Slippery Run, and they were just like going crazy, and there was like, sometimes people just jump up the stairs and start singing their stuff, and everyone's like, ah, do it! It was just awesome. So I'm like, holy crap, these guys really party over here with their fandom. So it was amazing. People do cosplay. There's tons of where we have our Transformers cosplay. They got Gundam cosplay, Kamen Rider cosplay, Mega Man. Just so random cool stuff that we see here too. But it was really cool to see it in the context of actually being in Japan and see it happen. This was really cool. Yeah, being like, oh shoot. I got to see performances done by these are professional athletes who were performing in these Super Sentai gear doing flips and sword fights and stuff. It was insane. So there's lots of cool things to see out there in the con culture and seeing exhibits and things like this. This was a Kamen Rider exhibit, part of the Namco Action Museum, I think, in Tokyo. These are also performers on stage. They were performing Super Sentai stuff like acrobatics and things in that same, I think it was a toy, something museum of some kind. And there was just performances going on. So let's share that. Switching gears a bit, I took my rock lords for vacation a while ago on the surface of Mars. So this is me and my favorite rock lord hanging out on the surface of Mars, just shooting the breeze and doing gymnastics. So, as you do, I can do that too, I just don't want to. You prove it.
Who wouldn't want to do something that cool?
Crush you.
So, rocket boys on Mars. Actually, for real though, sometimes I love when I travel, I love taking little pocket monsters, pocket transformables with me, so I can do cool stuff like this, and have this opportunity to shoot toys in crazy backdrops. This was in the Badlands of Alberta, the Badlands of Alberta. So I was like, wow, what a cool opportunity to, take some cool shots. So I've done that in other parts of the world too. I only have those photos right now for that. Another example of being able to travel with some buddies is I acquired these at a Walmart on the way to the Yukon. I was taking a road trip with a girlfriend at the time to the Yukon, and we stopped on the way to Walmart. We're both Transformers fans, and we were like, hey, let's just take some buddies with us. And we just kind of stocked up on some guys at Walmart, whatever was available at the time. Put them on the dashboard, and away we go. So I was so happy that we had this amazing road trip with amazing sights all around us, like beautiful views like this, and right in front of us the whole way. Just our buddies just hanging out with us. Transformers, Care Bears, Godzilla, a bunch of stuff. We even got to hang out with some herds of bison along the highway in the freaking Yukon. So yes, even in the Yukon, you can find Transformers and bison hanging out together. Yeah, super freaking cool. I'm just jazzed to have a photo with Transformers and bison together in the same photo. And okay, this deserves some introduction. Some people probably know what this is already, but I went to Beijing, Japan. I was not Beijing, Kunming, Japan. I was there for a stopover, and I purposely took the flight that had a stopover there for just one night because I knew this thing existed. I was like, I have to document this. This was also in 2013, I think. At the time, very few people had documented this like very well. It was just random scattered grainy photos on the internet, and I was like, I'm gonna go there and do it proper. So I went there in the wee hours in the morning before my flights and took the best photos I could of this massive 50-foot tall steel Optimus Prime statue in the middle of nowhere along a highway in Kunming, China. So the most random of why is there a giant Optimus, a really awesome, really well made, pure steel giant Optimus Prime statue in the middle of freaking China, but not in Beijing or something like you'd expect. No, it was like a small, tiny place. There was oh man, as you see the road, was just empty. It's a small town, and so I just tried to do some really cool pictures from different angles. It was actually quite beautiful. I was beside myself when I was there. I spent years thinking about going there, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm here! I was freaking out. I took so many photos. I took a few photos this year with you here, but I took so many photos. I think I actually spent 3 hours on the site just taking photos of everything I possibly could. Detailed photos of me with him, hugging him, and oh my goodness, it's just absolutely insane. Dream come true. And just want to get all the angles, And one more shot of me just hanging out with my boy. Yeah, I love how if you look at the corner, there's some graffiti on his leg there. I did that. I'm just kidding. I wasn't it was there. But it's just cool that it's like people are spray painting out this pride. So funny. So that was really cool. That was a really cool experience in China. So again, it's just blew me away. This was something I discovered in Taiwan, walking just down the street, just hanging out in a residential neighborhood in the middle of Taipei, Taiwan, I think it's Taipei, or maybe a smaller town, but in Taiwan, and there's just this Autobot symbol on one of those, those little kiddie playgrounds that are often in small residential neighborhoods. But it's like, why? And I was like, oh my gosh, so I stopped in my tracks. I think it was my bike, and I just was like, oh, I'm taking photos of this. So I just started freaking out and started, I was like, I have to document this. I don't know if anyone's seen this anywhere else. I don't know if maybe this isn't super rare, but I've never seen this before. Autobot and Decepticon branded. They use both on the same play structure, right? And I was like, what is this? Someone with the extra mile has literally put automated to sometimes branded, things on their play structure. That's just crazy. So I was just, you might be worried there. I think I spent also an hour or so just playing on the structures here, and I was like, oh, I'm in Transformers, happy man. So that was fun. So back to pizza. No, I'm just kidding. Also still in Asia, in Singapore, Universal Studios in Singapore. I met my first love. We got married. Had little bubbles. Had little scraplets. We had some scraplets. But I think we had to like douse them with water to get rid of them. It started rusting. Yeah, so. But we also ran into this, I don't know who this guy was, but ran into him too. So, met up with some crazy, Transformers in Singapore. It was a Singapore situation. That was just pretty gnarly. This was an event. This was a shrine in Hong Kong. Basically, we're in the section where I'm trying to show you a few shrines now. Shrines and monuments that kind of represent robotic.
What Transformer is that?
It's Gundam.
I think his name
Is that from G2?
Gundam.
Gundam.
No, it's Gundam. Yeah, but anyway,
It's a Gundam.
In Asia, Gundam was like way bigger than Transformers, but it was just cool. It was so cool to see something. It's a giant robot. What do you want? It's a giant freaking robot in the middle of the street in Hong Kong. So I was like, okay, that's awesome. So there's that, and I mean, not only in Hong Kong do they have Gundam giant statues, they also have giant Gundam statues in Japan. When I went to Japan to go check out the giant Gundam statues there, I also happened to run into David K. And it was like, yeah, so sometimes when you go to Japan to check out Gundam statues, you also run into David K. It happens. I don't know. This is actually part of the magic of traveling the world. Regardless of the reasons for doing it, like I do for other reasons besides the hobby, but being in the hobby is such a wonderful opportunity to explore that when I'm already traveling. And yeah, sometimes you just have these David K moments. So this was my David K moment in Japan, just serendipitous and amazing. And yeah, part of this is me encouraging everyone here that if you want to travel, just do it, and you also will have a David K moment at some point. Maybe some. Yeah, it might not be the David K moment. You'll have your own personal David K moment. It will happen if you step out there and see what you'll find. Like giant Godzilla heads. Yes, there is a giant Godzilla head on the top of the Toho Studios movie building in Tokyo, Japan. And it's the coolest looking thing. It kind of floats over everything, and at night they light it up so it looks like Godzilla's going to attack the streets. Every night, it's like, and sometimes, it's usually so much noise and bustle going on, so it's hard to hear, but at times you can hear, they'll put on audio of Godzilla's roar. So you actually, from time to time, you'll hear it. It's pretty cool. So they do it right in Japan. They know what they're doing. It's pretty cool. And a lot of the content that I have to share is in Japan. Partially because it was my most recent trip there, but also because they know what they're doing. This was actually, yeah. Also, this is dating. It's kind of like 2017. It was the opening of Bumblebee in Korea. And yes, I'm Santa Claus because it was me in Korea for the Bumblebee movie around Christmas. And I was like, yeah, don't ask. Anyway, so, yeah. This happened, switching from Japan up to some other randomness. I found my rock lord. I found a rock lord in Portugal. I was in Portugal, and yeah, I was like, oh my god, that's a freaking rock lord. I took photos of a bunch of different angles. You can see the size difference there, compared to her, and it looks like, hey, it looks like that one rock lord that, there's one specific rock lord I think that she looks like. I'm guessing that she kind of looks like she, but it's that one rock lord, I don't know his name, but he kind of looks like he has two, looks like he has a scrotum on his head, sort of. Yeah. It's kind of bizarre. You might know what I'm talking about. I think she resembles her. And even in the side, you can see the legs especially, to me, just scream, oh my god, rock lord. So you never know what you're going to find out there in the universe. It's pretty cool. So yeah, rock lord. Rock lord! Who finds a rock lord? Unfortunately. Best rock lord ever. But couldn't take a look, unfortunately. So now, was is finding the toys, discovering new toys. And that happened in all over the world as well. First of all, discovering toys. Sometimes you find amazing toys right on your front lawn. I found this at TFCon one year. It's like, I don't know, I think it's incredibly rare to find all of those guys in the original package, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, but I'll start this off with the world he travels, going to Guatemala and just walking the streets there. And last thing I expected was to find anything related to pop culture. It was just a kind of a colonial area, just really old school buildings and stuff. It didn't have that vibe. And then I got to see it, they just had to find this tiny little shop that says comics on the side. I was like, what? So I walked in there, and the whole inside, this guy has got the whole place decked out. He designed his own bumblebee, like, weird thing, like paper mache something on the wall, and a prime one, just stuck into the walls. This was in, I think, Antigua, Guatemala. Yeah, and he actually had some G1 stuff, you know, some pretenders and things. He had a few. Yeah, robot heroes. I think he has Kina. Some cool G1 stuff. It was just really cool to see this in the middle of a place where I just not expected to stuff. Look at that, original kids cards. Some G1 Transformers cards there from the deck. It's just really cool stuff. And this is definitely a Japanese like diachrome thing, but it's all busted up and lots of parts missing. Very cool that you actually had that there. And also, what is this? Mazinger Z comics? Like Ninja, I don't know. Do you guys know? What is this?
So that is not Mazinger Z, but sometimes that character, that's Red Baron or Mac Baron.
Okay.
Yeah, in Spanish-speaking countries, they call him Mazinger Z, just to cash in and have more Mazinger stuff to sell, I think.
So I saw this and I was like, I don't know if this is related to Z Mazinger to me, but I was like, okay, it's close enough. I was like, that's crazy. So this guy had these in his comic shop too. Also, I think this may have been his shop or somewhere else. There's just one of those little picture hand things. But look at the fake Autobot symbol there. It looks like it's a knockoff Autobot symbol with really big nostrils. This guy, he knows it. He's just like, oh, it's so cute. And this is legit an Optimus Prime pinata. It was like, you could see the other pinatas there. So, an actual Optimus Prime pinata. Some kid was gonna beat the crap out of Optimus Prime on his birthday. Wow. Why can't I do that here? Okay, anyway, so cool. Skipping on to Indonesia, on small island of Bali. It was nowhere. I found a tiny little shop that had a few weird, random, knockoff stuff, just random stuff. This is snap-in plastic model kits, blaster. They had these weird, the Disney things. But I don't know if these are. I'm not sure if this is official or if this is also a knockoff. And it was gold and stuff, like the gold leaf. That's the top Mickey one. Just weird. And this is full of Bali, Indonesia, where there's these, this stuff is not really, it's not common. It's mostly beaches and small villages and stuff. So it's just really blew me away that even places like that you can find anything. And now switch over again to the major hustle and bustle of Hong Kong, where shops like this are everywhere. You can see along the top there's like Transformer, you see symbols like automobiles, you see just the overhanging of like a bunch of random Transformers there. This was also circa 2013, 2014, so a little bit dated, but that was a toy shop from the outside. Inside, I found Fortune Maximus. I don't know if that price translates to Canadian dollars, but that's incredible. Found some Gavakar at the place. This weird find from Transformers Prime. I've never seen this with Guy and Unicron attached to it, so just awesome coolness, awesome weirdness. And also in Hong Kong, this is the Toys R Us in Hong Kong, and they decided at the time they had tons of Metroplexes. It was back in the day when Metroplex was a big deal, and they had a whole whackload of them. I was kind of wondering. I wasn't sure how much it would compare to our market at the time. I was sure that some people that I knew would have loved to see that at the time. So that was really cool. Just stacks and stacks of Metroplexes. And just two things like there's markets there's all these kinds of little small markets around Hong Kong, just with people selling trinkets and stuff. And I just happened to find some level 5 keychains. So I'm okay with the trinkets. And again, this is stuff that's
I try to take photos of things that, even in a culture full of like knickknacks and gadgets, actual really transport stuff was still kind of a novel to find. So this stood out amongst this table of like tons of other little finicky things. Skip over to India, and there's like weird shops full of major knockoffs. Nothing official there in India, but crazy funny knockoffs where you get like a Megatron in Optimus Prime colors. So basically this is like an Optimus Megatron kind of thing. Weirdness, and also that same mold recolored as Megatron. So we have Megatron, robot deformation, transmutation there. This weirdness, also a Bumblebee Megatron.
Oh.
So Bumblebee decides, she's like, I feel like I got some Megatron vibes. So it's in the corner there, it says Hornet's God of War. So this guy, instead of Bumblebee, he was a Hornet. Hornet's God of War. And he also had I actually think this was really cool. I was so tempted to buy it, but I had no place to put it back then. So Bumblebee as Megatron. I don't know, it was pretty awesome to me. And this was also just, took a shot of this in a small shop. Just thought it was cool. It was a giant package. Autobots Warrior. Modern design, skillful manufacturing, high standard in quality and superior performance, perfect in work substance. Yeah. Lots of cool fun text on the knockoffs. This was in northern India. I just went to a small shop, found this thing. It was the old, actually, yeah. I take back what I said a minute ago, where this was the only licensed transformer item I found in India. So that's why I thought it was the only licensed thing I found. So I was like, oh my god, so I took back with me along with some cool Indian candy and just had fun taking some photos with it for a bit. Nepal, the middle of nowhere in Nepal, in a small, ancient village called Bhaktapur, where there's like literally almost no technology. It's the middle of, it's a small, beautiful town, beautiful village with literally ancient history, and I find a knockoff transformer in a little shop there. There's gallows right in the corner, jazz on the side. It's like so it was really cool to know that regardless of how apart the place was from what I'm used to here, either culture-wise or just economic-wise or technology, there's always something. There's always something of the nature of our hobby. There was something there, and I was so surprised to see that. I'm so pleased to see that. This is back in Taiwan. Okay, so in Taiwan, again, people are so friendly. People are super friendly. It's so easy to make friends in Taiwan. These guys are just all cosplay at some kind of festival that I had no clue about, and just got some selfies with them. The Taiwanese people are just so friendly and so welcoming. They're like that in their hobbies too. They're just so welcoming. I walked into a shop there. The shopkeeper he was all his own stuff. He just was a collector of all things Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, and he just welcomed me to take photos of as much as I wanted to. He opened up his cases for me and just showed me all this amazing Kamen Rider stuff. And some of it, I think you can tell for anyone who knows Kamen Rider stuff, some of it's really all 7 cool vintage Kamen Rider and the Beetleborgs and things. So yeah, so Taiwan actually had quite a lot of really cool stuff. There was a lot of pop culture there. A lot of shops and little things like that were full of cool knickknacks. This was kind of like an honorable mention to Romania. Middle of nowhere in Romania had a knockoff of Edited Prowl in Iran. Every style is really wonderful. That's awesome. Also, Garfield is at it again. As you know, Garfield's at it. Now, these guys don't. I'm not sure if anyone knows. These are all actual transforming figures. These are not. They're not just plushes. Because Garfield has taken over the Transformers. Movement here. He's disguising himself as Garfield. But really, when you really get down to it, if he was to show us true colors, you'd find this everything. So really, this is the future, guys. This is what we look forward to. It's only a matter of time before this is all you see on the shelves. It's coming. It's coming. Be prepared. Be prepared with lasagna. Have lots of lasagna.
Padlocks isn't real. Nothing is real.
Pause. Pause for dramatic effect.
I saw everything.
More water.
Oh yeah.
So, onwards.
And its brand is called Obvious Plant.
Oh yeah, Is it? Yeah, Obvious Plant. Yeah, Obvious Plant does these cool things. Obvious Plant is actually the maker of this, and they just do most hilarious stuff. Look up, they have a cool Instagram account with a lot of cool stuff. Obvious Plant. Now back to me actually exploring the toys in Japan specifically, which is really the meat and potatoes of the best stuff I've found recently. In any capacity, I wanted to kind of save this for the meaty portion. In Japan and Tokyo, Akihabara and all over the place, there's lots of cool stuff. This is the actual official Kamen Rider store in Tokyo. They have belts, they have all kinds of cool Kamen Rider merchandise. It was crazy. Kamen Rider store, I was like, oh my god, I was freaking out because everything there was like nice and polished and sparkly and new and just full of like, it was just really, really cool to see all of this cool stuff in one place. It's so well organized. It's just like, I just love the textures and the colors and the setups and the lighting, everything's done so well. It's just like, it's like walking into a movie. It's amazing. And then you're literally beside there is the Pokemon store. Pokemon store, freaking out, Pokemon everywhere, ultra cuteness, like, just insane. I was like, ah! Like, I love Pokemon too. Just the cuteness of it. I don't collect it, but it's just so freaking cute. Pokemon store. It's all Pokemon now back there. This is one store. Yes, I see you. Pokemon. It's just so cute. So yeah, so Pokemon store. I was freaking out. I almost got a Ninja Pikachu in the corner. Ninja Pikachu. I didn't get it. And then later found out it was extremely exclusive. I'm like, no. So yeah, it was only available in that one store. The Ultraman store.
Ultraman 7.
Yeah.
Ultra 7.
Yeah.
And the orb.
There was a literal official Ultraman store. So these are all literally official stores.
Yeah, they do exist.
Ultraman store. Ultraman plushies. Just the cutest. I took this guy.
Tiger.
Just the cutest Ultraman stuff all over the place. I was just going nuts over this. It was so much Ultraman. So cool. Ultraman pasta.
Oh, yeah, that is.
Okay? Ultraman pasta. Ultraman, get this. Ultraman.
Yes, it do exist.
Curry.
Yeah, there
Curry.
is.
Ultraman curry. Ultraman curry. Because curry rice is big in Japan.
Yeah.
So Ultraman branded curry. Yeah, just an amazing store that I spent quite a few hours in actually because there's so much detail. It was nuts. And this is what happens when the Pokemon store. When the Pokemon store closes, Pikachu goes to sleep. It's very cute. So I had to capture that. The cutest. Oh my god, they do it great. The Godzilla store. Yes, the
Godzilla.
official. This is all official. The official Godzilla store. Those are masks. Holy crap! Those are Halloween masks. Like that's so cool. You can. It's insane. So Godzilla Sofubi. Is it Sofubi?
Yes, you're correct. Sofubi.
Yes, you're right. Godzilla Sofubi. Tons of that. I just was going nuts over this stuff. I met Godzilla.
Nice
first.
one.
Yeah, really bad graphic. It was crazy. Godzilla was just. It's crazy.
Explains the hair.
Yeah. He changed my haircut. I didn't do this myself. It's Godzilla's fault. Also Godzilla curry. I made it a point that anytime I saw branded curry, I took photos of every branded curry I could find. So Ultraman curry, Godzilla curry. I think there was Pokemon curry, but I didn't take a photo of it. So I just love that there was Godzilla curry. Another part of Japan that's amazing is
Gacha.
The Gashapon. I'm not sure if it's Gashapon or Gashapon, but yeah, Gashapon.
In just different way.
It was insane. There's literally
Gotcha.
entire stores with multiple floors of only this stuff, of only Gashapon machines. And so I took the liberty of capturing some specific Gashapon machines that really caught my eye. Keep in mind, you can find any kind of trinket you can imagine in these things. I got a few. This is a toy cutting board with a toy knife cutting through a toy line. And when you cut the knife, when you put the knife through the line, it makes a shh sound. That's it. That's its purpose. Doesn't everyone need one of these, right? There is cats and shrimp.
Yes, I remember that one.
Wearing shrimp. I wanted to get every single, there's so many cat-related Gashapon there. I wanted to get every single one for Ninja. Every single cat Gashapon I wanted to get so badly. There was donut shops, little mini Nyan donut shops. It's just ultra cuteness. There was cute stuff. There was cool stuff. There was like Transformers stuff. There was only one. It's the only Transformers Gashapon machine I saw in all of Japan. A lot of the time, when you go to all these Gashapon places, some businesses, you can see the same machine over and over again, they sometimes repeat themselves. I only saw this one time in all of them. It just gave little rings showing the.
Did you catch it?
I did get some, but the rings were pure metal, hard metal, like heavy. This one was a machine full of like supposedly legit love letters written by real people and then put in these machines. I think they were like just like love letters, just letters written like humans. And I don't know, I guess this is market for that. People want to put in some money and get some letters.
Gotcha.
Now, I don't know, I wondered what are the nature of these letters. I wondered, but I think apparently, I think they were supposed to be just kind of like, just random letters of friendship or whatever. Fish heads.
Yeah.
Motorized fish heads. Yeah.
Only fish heads?
More cats and fish were a very common thing. Swords with little miniature samurai swords, like insane.
Oh my God.
Airline wheels, plastic airline wheels, just basically any kind of random mundane object you can think of in your brain, they have in gashapon form. Why? Because
It's gotcha.
it's gashapon.
You're in Monday. You just make.
Laundry for your cute little kittens, a zookeeper and lion's kiss, because you want to, you need the zookeepers and lions staff. You got moving on to the thrift stores of Japan. The thrift stores were, I can tell you for certain, I started in the touristic areas of Akihabara and places like that in Tokyo to find my Transformers and robot stuff. And they had lots, there was lots, don't get me wrong, it was amazing. But the best stuff was in the thrift stores. You know, the Ryan Aftermarket? Yeah, so.
I'm gonna pop some.
I'm gonna pop some tags.
I got $20 in my pocket. I'm looking for a come up. This is really awesome.
This is really awesome. I can that's there. Yo, this was 99 cents. Yeah, it was. They had the best stuff at the hobby office stores, which is the name of the thrift store. It's basically the equivalent to Value Village. But in just one thrift store, like these photos are now all the thrift stores. In one thrift store, there was more toys, and not just like junky toys you might find in other thrift stores. More toys that are basically mints toys, because they take really good care of the toys there. So even by the time they get to thrift shops, they're in such good condition, they're equivalent to what we consider near mint here. So the thrift shops were filled with any kind of amazing, crazy robot toy you can imagine for like a portion of the price that you can find in here. Well, sometimes they're pretty expensive.
Wow, the collector.
They often know what they have and it's expensive. But even when they know what they have, often they were still really affordable prices. You know?
What is this?
You can find
Ultraman.
awesome stuff
It's
like
Ultraman.
this.
For
I
Ultraman.
have no idea who he is because he looks like he's
It's from Ultraman. One Ultraman. Kaiju.
But there was so much cool stuff, like amazing cool, like more suits. I got this.
Oh, yeah.
Giant Gamara. They had Gamara, they had Guzzler, they had Transformers, they had Gundam, Kamen Rider, everything at these thrift shops.
Udoma X.
Literally everything you can imagine was out in these thrift shops. So I made the point to spend as much time at these shops as I could. I was like, okay, I'm done with Central Tokyo. I'm going out into the margins and exploring. So I found the most amazing things. These next ones were actually from a store in Central Tokyo called Mandarake, which is a very popular collectible store. They had so many Brave series stuff, so many amazing giant robots in very big boxes that took lots of space, that could be quite expensive, but gosh, they were beautiful. I was drooling all over these, and the people who man these stores are actually quite generous, like quite nice people, as in like generous with their time. If you want to look at something, they're happy to show it to you. You can take these out of the boxes and examine them. It's not like here, where they're not afraid to let potential buyers touch their stuff, touch their junk. They let me touch their junk. So anyway, I did that. So I was a very happy collector, hanging out here. Some of this stuff, again, they know what they have. Some of these are very expensive. The big one there in the back, it's like almost $800.
Yeah.
So some things were very expensive, but very rare. This is a rock lords thing, but what is that? Yeah. So crazy stuff. Amazing, beautiful statues, like figures that were crazy. This guy's this giant dragon guy, I don't know. Here's, we all know this guy. Mike Gate for about $800 Canadian at one of the manufacturing shops. Amazing. Most of these characters, I did not know who they were. They were so impressive. The box at the back was larger than a Ford Max box. Just to give you an idea of the scale of these things. Some of them, I'm really into the big robots, so some of these guys were just, I was just freaking out the whole time. Really, this exploration of Japan, and this was maybe about 2 months ago I experienced all this. So I was literally on overdrive the entire time. It was absolutely insane. Some Super Sentai stuff, but like the original Japanese versions, complete box with stickers and everything, just absolutely insane. And I think I have a photo with me and one of the shop owners here. This guy was particularly nice. I spoke perfect English, which was actually very fun. So me and him hit it off, and he was like, you know what? I'm cool. This is my job. I'll show you whatever you want. Just come in, whatever. So he was just kind enough to he showed me anything I wanted to. Took it out of the box, examined it, played with it. He was just cool with it. He's the coolest guy. So I was just all over it. But to be fair, I was actually considering buying much of it. I did buy a few things. And if I had more money, I would have bought more. It was that good. It was absolutely amazing. Tamashi Nation's store in Tokyo. I'm not sure if people might be familiar with that. It's a big brand out there.
Yes, it is.
And so I went there. I went to the actual store there, the official store. They had all the soul of Shokoken. Is that proper pronunciation? Shokoken. What?
Shogoken.
Shogoken. Soul of Shogoken. I don't know. That whole world is relatively new to me. But when I experienced it there,
How?
This is a processing circle.
oh shoot. Okay. Well, now it's time to talk about pizza. What's your favorite pizza topping?
Pineapple.
No, it's not.
Pepperoni.
Talk about
No, it's
Korean pizza?
not. Ooh, let's talk about Korean pizza. That's thank you, Mike. To keep it on the topic of traveling as a fan of pizza, yeah. Has anyone ever experienced Korean pizza? It's crazy.
What about some energy pizza?
They put corn on the pizza. Pretty good, actually. What? Yeah, the corn on the pizza. Oh, good. Back in action. Anyway, we're back to Soul of Shokoken. Hulk Hogan. Soul of Hulk Hogan. Here we go. So, I was in the Soul of Hulk Hogan store, and they have all of their stuff. All their stuff they make is so pristine. It's the highest quality metal. It was absolutely beautiful. This was like the high art collectibles in Japan. It was insane, and these were expensive. Like the prices reflected what they had to offer. It was insane. So I was all over this. The new Voltes 5, like these brand new
Kiru.
brand new version of an Godzilla
Kiro.
character, like Godzilla, and it's just insane. So much stuff, like so much related to Massacre and amazing stuff. It was just crazy. And they displayed it. I wanted it so bad. A fully chromed out, Robotech and
Macross.
Yeah.
That's
What someone looking for. There's two different ones.
Because I saw this mold being kind of the original Jetfire, I still wanted this. I think I actually still might order it. If I can
This
sell
actually
it.
form.
It was amazing. And my favorite thing was a solo Shokogen Rubik's Cube. This is yet to be released. This will be released this fall, apparently. Here you go. So now we just into the third-party Kaido Japan. So yeah, it's yes, this is to be released. I so want this. A transforming Rubik's Cube. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you can have anything you want in Japan. It was insane. Well, Massacre stuff and these things, the quality was, as I said, just incredible. Blew my mind. Look at that Voltron. Holy. So, yeah, cool. What's this one, the Voltus?
Voltes 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy, just so cool. Like just the display parts, just that giant piece like this high. It was insane, crazy. I was also with the Gundam base, of course. I went to the Gundam base in Tokyo and saw some amazing stuff. This was my favorite Gundam. It was just a Samurai Gundam. They were sold out. I was going to buy it. They were sold out. I didn't get pictures as much as a Gundam. It was a very quick stop in that store. And there's a giant like display as well. Even the police cars in Japan look like toys, and they want to collect them. I was like, oh, what did you transform into?
No, the police collect you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was insane. It was so cool. I was like, oh my god, everything, like, is anything in Japan not cool? I was going nuts. So, yeah. Plushies in Japan again. I just found these in the wilds. Plushies, I've never seen plushies anywhere in the North American market. Prime, Bumblebee, and they had never seen something close to it. Super cute, right? I was like, OMG, you're the cutest. I got one for you. Amazing. And the best thing of all that I found, the most amazing thing I found was this ESO robot racer.
Original one.
There is no comparison to this, my friends. This, the ultimate human experience, is having this in your lap while you eat Korean pizza. That is life, and so is ramen.
Oh yeah.
At the end of my days, I just thought, oh, you know what? I'm putting this as a panel because everyone needs to know how awesome ramen is in Japan. So, you know,
It's Japan.
I say it's so related to Transformers. It's all good.
You must be those.
So, and these were the very friendly attendants at the Japanese post office when I had to mail all of my things back to Canada. They were so nice. I had to ship 4 boxes of toys back to Canada. After I had reached my quota on the airplane, I had 2 luggages in the airplane and then 4 more boxes. They were so kind, spoke no English, but helped me to get my stuff back to Canada, for which I am forever grateful. So cool. So all in one, it was an amazing time. And like I said, all these experiences that I've had throughout the world in Transformers and related to all things related to it, this is just a small, like so many photos, so many things to share, but I only had so much time to share it in. So basically, it all amounts to all in one. And
Go on.
for all of this, through all this time that I've done these travels and had these wonderful experiences, I've always brought it back home here and had the pleasure of doing this with you guys. First and foremost, as my family, together here at TFCon, where all are one. This is the one from last year, so the one from episode 3. I would like to say, thank you guys for attending my time. I can't believe that am I on time? It's all good.
Right on.
Yeah, you got time.
Wow, that's all. To just finish up, I'd like to say that I also have a YouTube channel. It's just my YouTube channel is at Party Paul Go, but the channel I can do something called the Rad Zone, where starting now I will live stream every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time, all about toys. I will share a lot of toys that I brought back from Japan and more. It's going to be a talk and hanging out, all about toys and everything related, just crazy stuff. I want to share it with you guys. So Wednesdays will be live streams. I will also start putting up, more polished content, which is videos and things to share, reviews, fun stuff, crazy stuff. So feel free to check it out. Subscribe if you want. It would be awesome to see you on my channel and to share some time with you there every Wednesday. So, yeah.
Go on!
Big TFCon thank you to Goober. Goober, thank you so much for sharing with us today. Close up the convention. Just a quick reminder, in about 8 minutes time, the dealer room and artist alley will be closing. Now we've got about another 8 minutes before our next panel, which is Q&A with the convention organizer and founder of TFCon, Colin.